Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. I'm here to do your general love reading from August 19th through the 31st. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure and like, share, subscribe, comment. I love the comments. I try to read every single one of them. Thank you so much for sharing your stories with me. If this doesn't resonate with you, please be sure to check your moon and rising signs, and then also your Venus sign and the other person's Mars sign. That'll give you kind of a more well-rounded picture. It's not going to resonate with everybody, and please know that every part is not going to resonate with everybody. This is a general reading, so the stuff that doesn't apply to you, please just leave it. And the stuff that does apply to you, take it with you and learn from it as you will. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. Oh, if you'd like a personal reading from me, in the description box below, I'll leave the information on how to contact me and the prices. I do all my personal readings the same way that I do these YouTube videos, except it's a private link that just goes to you, and it's regarding you, your questions, in your specific situation. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. The first card that I have for you here is the Page of Cups. So this card, I feel like, is it's like a... Could be a couple things. You could be dealing with a water sign. It could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. But it could also be that somebody is being highly flirtatious. I don't know if this is you or perhaps somebody else. But I feel like it's being a little bit immature and kind of... Somebody could be acting very emotional, or somebody could be overly flirtatious, like they're kind of giving out the player vibe a little bit. So it could be that some of you are super duper emotional right now and don't really know why. You're just emotional and kind of just have to go through that. Or you may know why. Or some of you are dealing with, either you are being extremely flirtatious and it's frustrating to another person. They feel like you're being immature, or it could be vice versa. It could be the other way around. And then the next card that I have for you is the Tower. So it could be... Perhaps you have been kind of going back and forth with a situation, not sure whether you want to move it forward or not. The Tower is coming in, and it's relatively, I feel like it's unexpected. It's something unexpected that happens that shakes things up, shakes the foundation a little bit. But I also feel like since this Page of Cups, this immature energy is here too, it could be that somebody screws up big time. And it could be kind of that something went farther than you had planned it to be, or somebody, it's almost like something is found out, or something's shaking the foundation here. So I feel like, I mean, this could be a loss of a job. This could be somebody finding out about somebody talking to somebody else, or a third-party situation, but or this could be a breakup too. I feel like this is coming in, though, as something that almost like this Page of Cups is contributing some way. It could be a huge blowout argument too, where it feels like one person is being emotionally selfish. It could be you, it could be the other person, but I feel like there's some kind of... I feel like these two are connected, so I feel like it's this behavior, or perhaps this maybe there's some flirtation, or there's a lot of, perhaps one party feels it's innocent flirtation or innocent friendships, and the other person has had enough. Perhaps it could be a breakup that's here, but I feel like this is something that happens, that comes to the light, either for you or for somebody else, where it really makes you question things. Really puts you in a position where you're not sure you want to continue, even if it was something that you were sure you wanted to continue in the first place. And because the next card that I have for you is the Two of Swords. So I feel like this is somebody who is just trying to decide. They're not taking any action. They're not moving anywhere. They're not doing anything. They're just trying to decide something, and it's connected to this Tower and this Page of Cups, I feel like. So whatever this Tower is, it leaves somebody in a position where they're able to make a decision. Or they have to make a decision. They feel like they have to make a decision. They have no choice. And then we have the World Cup, which indicates a completion of a cycle. It indicates the completion of something, but it's a positive completion. And since it's up in your spread, I feel like it's a positive completion for you. Something comes to a completion that perhaps with the Tower, things were looking like they were maybe going in the wrong direction, and you have to make a decision and put something to completion. And this could be, could be just a way of thinking. Or perhaps it's the mistrust that perhaps is taking place between this Page of Cups and the Tower, and maybe you're putting an end to the mistrust too. It could be that somebody is maybe recognizing that perhaps they need to look at things from a different perspective maybe. Or this could be the completion of an actual situation where somebody could be walking away from a relationship too, where they've made a decision to walk away from a relationship, and perhaps it's a relationship where things seemed very, perhaps maybe petty, immature, or drama. Perhaps there's been a lot of drama. This Page of Cups right next to the Tower does indicate drama to me, so it could be you, or it could be you recognizing that there's a situation with too much drama around you, and you're making a decision to move on from that, and you complete that cycle. And then the next card that we have for you is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups represents options, but it kind of represents an overwhelm, like it's either you have a ton of options, but none of them are really what you're looking for, or it's an overwhelming amount of options to the point that you can't really narrow it down to even find out if it's something that you're interested in, because there's just too much. You might be overwhelmed. This is a feeling of it's busybodies. It's just too much going on, too many. Or too many of the things that aren't sparking what you want. Or this could be a stage of, for some of you, it could be a stage of just dating a whole bunch. Maybe you're dating and getting to know different people to try and figure out what it is that you want long-term in a relationship. And since it's right under this Tower, it could be, I mean, I hate to say it, but it could even be some people acting out of retribution, maybe if they felt like their partner was being too flirtatious up there. Maybe it's a card of kind of vindictively dating a lot of people. I don't know. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So a love message is either coming in. I feel like this is a love message coming in from another party, but this could be you. Definitely could be your energy, since it's fire. So you could have a fire sign who's coming in, or this is you maybe thinking about making a love offer to somebody. So let's clarify a little bit and see what we come up with. Please clarify this Page of Cups for the sign, okay, of Leo. Okay, so on top of the Page of Pentacles we have, Page of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles. And this card is indicative of somebody who's learning a new skill or a new trade. So it would mean to me that maybe somebody is, on top of this Page of Cups, I feel like this is maybe it's somebody who is just at the very beginning of thinking of maybe perhaps wanting to elevate things, maybe. Like they're indecisive a little bit, but perhaps they might want to move things forward, maybe. Or this could just be indicative on top of this Page of Cups of a third-party situation too. Pentacles are usually a very stable foundation. It's like a master and apprentice type of a card, but I do feel like in this situation, on top of the Page of Cups, it could be a third-party situation some of you are finding out about, and that would explain the Tower. Please clarify this Tower card for Leo for August 19th through the 31st, 2017. Why is this Tower card here? Please clarify this Tower card. Woo! Seven of Pentacles on top of the Tower. So yeah, I do feel like for the three of Pentacles, the third-party situation, or this immature energy that's kind of trying to figure out whether or not they want to commit. It could be one or the other. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles on top of the Tower card is somebody who thought they wanted things a certain way, or thought they wanted to move in a certain direction, but then found themselves to be kind of, they didn't want to wait. It's a waiting game, and they didn't want to wait. This could be you or the other person. The Seven of Pentacles is also a card that indicates maybe like a harvest that isn't quite what you expected. It's kind of like working really hard on something to get an output, but the output isn't what you expected. It's less than you expected. And so it could be that this Tower card and the Seven of Pentacles is indicative of somebody finding out about a third-party situation, because they wouldn't have expected that from either you or the other person. It may take them totally by surprise, or it's the complete opposite of that, and they kind of just, yeah, I know. That's you. That's what you do. It could be like that, too. But I feel like in terms of somebody who is trying to figure out whether or not to move things forward to a commitment, the Seven of Pentacles is the what-if card. Like, what if it's not what I want it to be? What if it doesn't turn out the way I think it will? Kind of like that. So let's see what this Two of Swords is about. Please clarify this Two of Swords here for the sign of Leo from August 19th through the 31st, 2017 for love. Ooh. Why is this Two of Swords here for the sign of Leo for love from August 19th through the 31st, 2017? What is this Two of Swords about here? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So it could be, for some of you, you may be dealing with a situation, like I said, it's either a third-party situation or it's a situation where somebody has fallen back into old habits. Maybe they're being a little immature, flirting around, or not being committal, or not perhaps making it known to other people that they're committed. Like, they could be in a relationship with you, or you could be in a relationship with them, but they may not exactly make that known at times that they're supposed to make that known, or to people that they're supposed to make that known. And the Tower and the Seven of Pentacles could be coming in saying, it could be you or the other person saying, I deserve better than that. I deserve somebody who is proud to have me there. And I feel like this, now we have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups clarifying this Two of Swords. So I feel like you're trying to make a decision about perhaps whether or not this, because I feel like they're coming in with an outpouring of either emotion or love messages. Somebody's coming in and giving you what would normally work as a spark of hope for things to move forward. But you're kind of at a standstill about whether or not, it's not like you can just wipe the slate clean and I'm going to believe you all over again here. You need to really prove it. If you want something, you need to prove it. Because I feel like these messages come in either that you feel like somebody may be emotionally manipulating you, or you feel like they're very emotional. Almost like you might feel responsible for their emotions. And it may be a dynamic that you're trying to break, because it feels like somebody is being manipulative on this side with this Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Somebody is flirtatious or being manipulative a little bit. Somebody calls them on it, and then they try and swing to the other side and be overly lovey-dovey or overly emotional, or, get you to feel bad for them too. It could be either or. Now, cross-watchers, please know that I'm not attacking you, so don't come at me saying, well, oh, sure, this person that does all this is a general. So, generally, this is the feeling that I'm getting. This can go either or. But this isn't a direct attack on any cross-watchers, so please understand that this may not be you. This could just be anybody in this situation. It could even be Leo themselves. But I feel like if you're dealing with a water sign especially, I feel like somebody's coming in with a lot of emotion, or a very strong love offer that even to act, on better behavior than this Page of Cups, than that immature. They're elevating it. They're moving it up to try and prove something to you. And I feel like you're trying to make a decision about that. So let's see what this World is about. Please clarify this World card for Leo for love, August 19th through the 31st, 2017. Why is this World card here for the sign of Leo? What is this World card about for Leo for the sign? For love, August 19th through the 31st. Ooh, okay. Okay, so yeah, on top of the World card, we have the Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Again, there's a lot of water here, so some of you are definitely dealing with a water sign. But, there's air and earth here too, obviously. But this death card on top of this world card is a completion. Something needs to end. A dynamic between you two, or a way of like this emotion, or perhaps there's some kind of imbalance going on with the two of you, but this is something that needs to be put to an end. Or it could be the relationship itself. But some kind of cycle in this ends. And it could be that you're even putting an end to somebody who's playing with your emotions. Please clarify this 7 of Cups here for the sign of Leo for August 19th through the 31st, 2017. What is this 7 of Cups here for? Please clarify this. Okay. You have the Hierophant on top of the 7 of Cups. So I really do feel like this is you. Leo, I feel like you could be dealing with a Taurus, but I feel like this is you really trying to determine, on top of the 7 of Cups, you're trying to determine what it is that you want long term. What is going to emotionally fulfill you long term. Or it could be that perhaps you are looking to have an unorthodox relationship. Maybe you don't want to be solely committed to just one person. Maybe you do feel like you need to date around a little bit. Or you're looking for that person that you do want long term, and you're trying to determine what traits you want, or who has the traits you want. Because the Hierophant represents higher institutions. It can represent marriage. It could also represent school. Some of you may be going to school or taking a new position somewhere that's going to give you a broader spectrum of people to meet. Please clarify this Knight of Cups here for the sign of Leo for August 19th through the 31st, 2017. What is this Knight of Cups here for? Please clarify this Knight of Cups for the sign of Leo. Okay, and then we have the Star on top of the Knight of Cups. Some of you may be making a love offer to an Aquarius. Some of you may be get to a point where you're feeling very balanced emotionally, and that allows you to open up to somebody. And like I said, this could be you or the other person. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is somebody who's coming in, like it may be, you may have an Aquarius coming in to make an offer to you. Or somebody who is embodying some Aquarian traits. Another air sign maybe. Or it could be you making an offer to somebody because you recognize that there needs to be healing between the two of you, and so you feel like you need to take that first step of action to maybe heal things. There is a lot of emotion here. You've got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups here. And then you have another Knight of Cups over here. So there's a lot of emotion, but there's action behind the emotions. So somebody is acting on their emotions. They're acting on their feelings. And the Hierophant on top of the 7 of Cups could also be somebody determining that somebody that they were with all along, or that they knew all along, had the traits that they were looking for in the long term. But perhaps somebody needed to end a cycle of talking to other people and make a determination of who they were going after too. So please let me know what resonates with y'all, because I'm always really interested to hear what comes through. And thank you so much for tuning in.